Hello everyone, my name is Katerina, one of the guides from TERRA AZUL, and today we're back with Fun Fact Friday for a question that we are often asked during our tours. So lately we have actually been seeing a lot of feeding events with the dolphins that we see, and the question is always, what are they eating? So we actually decided to expand this question to what are dolphins eating and also whales, because this is one of the aspects that we can see the biggest plasticity and adaptation of the species that we work with. First, it's very important to distinguish Odontoceti and Mysticeti, because as you know probably by now, so Odontoceti have teeth exactly like ours, but the difference is that they are conical instead of having various shapes like ours. And this group includes all of the dolphins and some whales like the sperm whales. And then the Mysticeti have baleen plates, which are made of keratin and look a little bit like a hair comb, and that filtrate what they eat. So of course this will differentiate what they eat, because Odontoceti can only grab one prey species at a time, and the Mysticeti take a whole lot of them inside their mouth when they are eating. So starting with the Mysticeti, there are several strategies they can use, and so different species have adapted to those. So baleen whales can be skimmers. That means that they swim through the surface of the water with the mouth slightly open, and that way they are filtrating the copepods that they feed on as they move along. They can be lunge feeders, for instance, or gulpers, and that generally means that they find a school of small fish or a group of krill. They swim towards it with the mouth open, taking everything inside, and then they expel the water and they keep the food inside. So as you can see, these whales tend to feed on groups of animals, of small animals. So it's usually either copepods or euphasids that are usually known as krill, or as very small schooling fish. These small prey actually involve a lot of species. It's actually the most common food in the ocean. So some whales can eat several types of prey, like the humpback whales, for instance. They can eat several types of small fish and also krill, but some whales are specialists, like the blue whales. They eat only krill. So of course it will depend on the habitat that they are living and what exists around there. So moving on to the Odontoceti, they eat one prey item at a time, and usually that is from small fish to big fish, even like sharks or tuna. They can also eat some cephalopods like squid and octopus, some crustaceans as well, and as the very famously orca, they can eat some marine mammals or even penguins. So just like the whales, Odontoceti will have varying diets according to the place where they live, and also according to the depth that they explore. So while most dolphins will eat at the surface and they'll just focus on fish, some dolphins and some whales go a bit deeper and they focus mainly on squid. So there's a bigger variation of hunting depth that there is with the Mysticeti group. So one of the best well-known examples of dolphins feeding is with the orcas. Yes, orcas are dolphins, and because they eat marine mammals like seals or other dolphins and whales, then they are very famous for it. And actually they have several strategies that only orcas and a specific population of orcas know how to do. One of the most famous examples is the eating of sea lions in South America. So here the orcas will beach themselves on the beach to go grab the sea lions that are there, and then they will return to the sea. This is a very difficult behavior to learn. They have to learn it since they are babies and fight their instinct of not going to the beach. So only those know how to do that. Also, Odontoceti eat their prey whole generally. So the teeth are mainly for gripping and to hold on to the prey, and then they swallow it whole. And of course, if a prey item is too big, they can either cooperate with each other and pull from several sides, or they will just shake it in the water until they fall apart into smaller pieces. So I hope this has answered your question and a little bit more as well. If you have any more questions, feel free to write them on the comments below. And thank you very much. We'll be seeing you again next week.